What is up, people? Lance Samoza here, the guy with the One Tech Mind. Hope you're doing really well out there. My AirTags arrived today like little UFOs on their descent from the mothership in Cupertino. And in this video, we're going to set up a tag, and I'm going to give you my very first impressions on the design and overall functionality, and I'll give you a look at some of the holders that I picked up for the AirTags so far.
One Tech Mind.
All right, so here we have the 4-pack of AirTags, which can be had for 99 bucks as opposed to a single one, which is 29. So if you get the 4-pack, you save 16 bucks, which is more than half the price of a single tag. All right, so let's open one of these bad boys up. And of course, it's got the traditional Apple matte plastic covering. So we're gonna pull that little tab there. Definitely reminds me of the old iPod days very fondly, the old white and stainless steel iPods, and the stainless steel would get scratched to hell, which I'm sure this will be no different here. Now, first impressions are that it looks pretty striking. It's definitely an Apple product with the trademark two-tone going on. Also, the bottom here reminds me of the underside of the Apple Watch, which has the same kind of inscription around it. Don't know if I really care for it that much. I guess they're just borrowing a cue here from Apple Watch, since I don't think that's really regulatory. The white looks okay. I mean, you could definitely tell it's plastic. It sounds like plastic. It feels like glossy plastic. It reminds me of those buttons with the long pins that you could pin onto your shirt or your jacket or something like that. So it looks very weird, just kind of plain white. So I'm probably going to put a sticker on it or something. I didn't get one with emojis. You can engrave emojis on here of your choosing, but the shipping was too far out, and I really wanted to get my hands on these for you guys to do this video. So let's set this one up. I'm going to pair it to my iPhone. So we're going to pull the pin, so to speak, by pulling the plastic here, and we should hear the AirTag beep once we pull it out. Here we go. We should get it close to the iPhone and it should pick it up. Oh, there it is right there. So very similar to setting up Apple Watch, HomePod, we get that familiar pop-up there. I'm going to hit connect, and I'm going to name the AirTag. So right here, Apple has a preset list of things that you can name the tag. So I'm just gonna choose, let's say keys, and hit continue. So this is going to link it to my Apple ID and claim this tag as my own. So I'm gonna hit continue there. And you can see it's already named it Lance's keys, so very appropriate. It tells you where the tag currently is. It shows a little emoji of the keys. It tells you can use precision finding to find it when it's nearby, and it'll guide you to it via an arrow. You can play a sound to ping it, and you can get directions to it in maps. And here we can see the emoji of the keys and the current location, which I'm gonna blur some of this out. And we swipe up here and we can see the options that it gives us. We can play a sound, like I said, find nearby if we wanna use the precision tracking, notifications, turn on lost mode, rename and remove item. I also discovered that if you tap right under the name of the AirTag where the battery is, it will show you the serial number right there and the firmware version next to it. So I guess this would be a pretty straightforward way to figure out what firmware version your AirTag is on. That may be handy in the future. So let's ping the keys AirTag we just set up here. So I'm gonna hit play sound. It's not terribly loud, just as first impressions go. If you're in another room and searching for this thing just by sound alone, it's probably gonna be difficult to hear it. I'm gonna talk as it's pinging here and we'll see how that sounds. But yeah, I could imagine if there's a lot of noise going on, you might not hear it right away and you might need to use the precision finding. One of the other cool things is that since this is now linked to my Apple ID, I should be able to ask our favorite assistant to ping it for me via my iPhone or HomePod or whatever device I want to. So I'm gonna try that real quick. The HomePod's in the room here, so we should hear this one ping. This one's called Lance's Keys. I'm just gonna say, hey, where are my keys?
Looking for Lance's keys. It's nearby. Pinging Lance's keys now.
And there we go. So Siri pinged that. There was a little bit of a delay, but I imagine that's because we just set this up, and I'm surprised it worked that quickly. If you tap find nearby here, it's going to turn on the precision tracking and guide you directly to the tag. Of course, I'm right above it, so that's going to take me right to it right there. And then once you get to it, it kind of beeps. There's some nice haptic feedback. I tried this in my house and it seemed to work pretty well. It told me the signal was pretty weak a couple times, even though I wasn't that far from the AirTag. So, we'll see how that goes in real world testing. This is, I think, just a taste of the things that are to come with proximity-based computing. So really, really cool implementation, super helpful. And from here, you can either close it out or tap the speaker button here to ping the tag again if you need some more guidance in finding it. Right here is where you can turn on lost mode if you have actually lost a tag, which I would recommend doing as soon as you know it's really lost. So we're going to hit enable there, and it's going to tell us what's going to happen. So once you turn lost mode on, it's going to notify you when the tag's found via another iPhone on the Find My network. It's going to turn on pairing locks so that no one else can pair to this tag. And then you can leave your phone number and a message on the next screen so that someone can contact you if your tag is found. So we're going to hit continue there and go to that next screen. I'm just going to put in random set of numbers and hit next. And then it's going to show me what I've selected here. So notify when found can only be turned on if you're not in close proximity of the tag. So since I am, it's not going to let me turn that on. And then I hit activate. And now we can see that lost mode is enabled for this particular tag. Once the tag is in lost mode, anyone else with an iPhone, Android phone, or any phone that has an NFC radio in it, that's a near field communication, can actually tap this tag right here with their phone and pull up the lost mode contact information that we set. And I've seen some folks say that it actually doesn't work when you tap the tag with another iPhone, but it does. You just have to tap it towards the top of the back of the phone here. So this is an iPhone 11 here, not linked to my Apple ID. So if I tap it on the top, you'll see that little pop-up there. It says open found.apple.com in Safari. So this will take you to a website on Apple's site. It says about this AirTag, gives you the serial number even, and the item indicates the item has been lost. Please call me. And there's the phone number that we left behind when we put this tag into lost mode initially. Now it also says that the serial number is registered to the owner of the tag, and if it's not familiar to you, you can actually disable it. So Apple gives somebody who maybe accidentally picked up your tag instructions on how to disable it, and it's basically just to remove the battery. And to do that's very easy, and it's very odd to see that there really is a regular coin cell battery in the bottom of this thing. You just push down a little bit, twist to the left, Panasonic battery for Apple Car confirmed. No, I'm just kidding. There it is right there, just like you have in your car remote. Down here, you can also rename the tag. So if you move the tag to another item or you want to set a custom name for it, you can do that here. And you can also change the emoji as well to basically any emoji you want. So I can make this a 100 if I want to, and change that to wallet, umbrella, luggage, and that also changes the emoji, or go down to custom name and name it whatever you want. And here we have the Belkin secure holder with keyring. They call it secure because the AirTag actually is locked in there by these two pieces of plastic. So there's the blue, there's the pink. The blue was an accident. It was supposed to be black, but I ordered it by mistake when I was half asleep at 5 a.m. in the morning trying to order these. Thanks, Apple, here on the West Coast. But it's pretty simple to put it in. So you just grab the tag, load it in there, and it's a simple twist to get it on. It's a little finicky. I tried this a couple times with one of my other tags. The good thing is, once it's on, it does seem to fit pretty securely. And definitely adds a little touch of color to an otherwise plain tag. And it comes with a key ring, so you could easily put that on as well and loop that onto your keys or whatever else you have. It feels pretty sturdy. I like this key ring so far. Now over here, we've got the Belkin secure holder with strap, which is basically the same exact thing, except it's got a little nylon braided loop strap on the end of it. So you can, loop this onto a bag or something else with a handle, as opposed to the key ring, which is more for your keys, but it largely functions the same exact way. The nylon braided cable feels really nice. It's got the plastic bit on the end here. And both of these retail for $12.95 US, which I think is a really great value, especially compared to Apple's, which retail for $29 for the loop and $35 for the key ring, respectively. So you might want to keep an eye out for these Belkin ones. They look and feel pretty nice. I also did end up ordering Apple's red leather keychain for my set of keys because I have no self-control. So when that gets here, I will let you guys know how that one holds up as well. And just in case you're wondering, like I was, if the AirTag was going to be thin enough to fit in your wallet, because I would really love to put it here because I misplace my wallet all the time. It's going to depend on the wallet. If you have a somewhat thin wallet like I do, it's may be a little bit bulky. So there it is in the middle of the wallet there, and it's already bulging out. The AirTags aren't terribly thin, which is interesting for a company that is obsessed about making things as thin as they possibly can be. But I understand, with the Find My network, with the U1 chip, they may have needed that space for the radios and the speaker, of course, and things of that nature. And so far, my first impressions seem largely positive. Aside from the thickness, I wish they were a little bit thinner. Overall, I'm really impressed. I'm more excited for the AirTags than I thought I was going to be. I think it's because it's a brand new product for Apple, new product category that they're getting into. So I'm excited to see where they take it from here. By the way, let me know in the comments what you are going to use your AirTags for, and if you pre-ordered anything new today, like the new iPad Pro, the M1, or the new iMac. And if you're going to use one of your tags with a bag, go check out the other video I did regarding AirTags and trust. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on the matter and what you're planning. I'm really excited to be able to share with you some of the things that may not be so obvious about the AirTags after I've used them for a little while. In particular, I'm really curious to see how the Find My network works when the tag is truly lost and not near your phone. So I've got a cool idea for a video that's going to be based around that concept. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss it. Also, just the other day, I was thanking you for getting us to 500 subs, and now we are on the verge of 1,000, and I am just absolutely blown away. I clearly was not expecting this kind of support after being on YouTube for a few months, but I am incredibly humbled by it. So thank you all very, very much for supporting the channel, for supporting what I'm doing here. And I'm extremely excited to keep making great content for you guys. And in the meantime, if you got any questions about the AirTags, about Apple products in general, leave them in the comments below. Anything you'd like me to check out, and I'll look into it. You can also reach out to me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm at SyrinxStarman on those platforms. And until next time, thanks for listening to my One Tech Mind.